Hello, everybody, and welcome to a review of Turkey, episode 7. Yes, 7. Episode 7. And we're getting close to the end. We're getting closer. Now, I want to make sure that we're on the page here of this Turkey episode because after last week where Suguri revealed that she's a woman and all that, now it's all about we're dealing with life here. We're now jumping ships to this episode, which is dedicated to the girl that my best friend I actually like, Nanase. Nanase is the brains of the group. She wears glasses, all that stuff. Nanase has, every episode every episode of Turkey, it gets so emotional. Now, I get it. This is Turkey. Turkey means strike. 3 strikes in a row is Turkey in bowling terms. And I know that we're in episode 7, and you're asking yourself, where's the sports vibe in it? It has its sports vibes in it in the Shogoku era, but that's how it is. Now, I want to make this perfectly clear as I discuss this episode and the theory among Turkey. And it took me, and it's weird because I didn't really think about it like that when I was watching Turkey. I could have just mentioned, I could have found out of this in the opening, and I could have found out it just dawned on me as I watched this episode, and it dawned on me I should have mentioned this when I was covering episode 3. I think 2 or 3. Yeah, about episode 2 or 3 I should have covered it. I should have mentioned it, but I had this, now the theory is about to come real for me. It's about to be real. Now, last week was, again, this was all Sayuri's episode. This week is all about Nanase episode. And Nanase has some emotional parts in this episode. And then we have a new girl coming into the play that kind of explained the whole thing of what's going on and about how to get home. But this was an important episode to talk about because this is Turkey, a show that nobody don't really want to talk about, but I'm going to do it. So anyway, let's get right to the review of Turkey, episode 7. Okay. Now, Nanase, and by the way, I'm wearing purple, kind of a bluish, because I don't have like a purple shirt to clarify for Nanase's color. Every girl has a color, the yellow, the pink, the green, the orange, and blue, but, Mai has pink, Suri has the green, Rina is the blue, Nozomi is the blonde hair, she got the orange, kind of a yellow shirt. And then this is Nanase's purple, so I had to wear it with the purple one. But, after last week, Sayuri opened up, told everybody their clinch, meaning their periods. Because you got to think about it. In the time of the Shingoku era, they don't use the word periods for the woman's body. They don't know what that means in the body of the women. Because you got to remember, back in those times, they say kinch, the other one says period. So you got to understand that. Now, as for Sayuri confess to everyone that Suguri is a woman now, I thought last week Nozomi was gonna freak out. Like, I thought she was gonna freak out, get mad, but she's not mad. She's just like, wow. And not only that, the whole future is now messed up now, because think about it. Not only Sayuri mentioned Suguri's a woman and they're from the future. Nozomi is the one to take the fault on this one. She used her phone as a flashlight. And you got to remember, they don't know what that means. They don't know what that was. So it's kind of like y'all kind of messed up the timeline frame. But but we got to introduce this new girl, this new woman, Natsumi. Now, Natsumi has returned home. And she know right off the gate, Nanase was wearing glasses. And that just took a whole nother level. Like, wait, glasses? You're from the future. She knew right off the gate. They're from the future, right off the gate. No, episode 2 or 3 later on, she knew right off the gate. Once she saw Nanase's glasses, she went from the future. And I'm gonna get to that later on too in this review. I know I'm going loud, guys, but you gotta stay with me. I was kind of like, oh my God, it dawned on me. But again, she knows they're from the future, and she took notes using a pen. A pen. A ballpoint pen. Where's my pen at? A pen. Just an everyday usable pen. You gotta think, the Shigoku era never even had a pen. But when she wrote it, it's like, oh, yes, a pen. This never invented. So, yeah, the traveler gave Natsumi the pen. Gave her the pen. Now, we found out that last week, Suguri was not only the woman, but she mentioned the 5 sisters. And Natsumi, well, we all thought Sumomo was the oldest early on. But now but now we found out that Natsumi is the oldest of them all. And then it just dawned on me. Wait a minute. 5 sisters. Sumomo, Suguri, Anzu, Natsumi. And the 5th one, if you go on my anime list, I did my research before this show even aired. The girl named Akibe, the one with the mask with the blue hair that Rina saw earlier, and I know Rina's gonna have an episode with her as well. It's just, those are the 5 sisters. Think about it. Sumomo, Suguri, Anzu, Natsumi, and Akibe. Those are the 5 freaking sisters. The 5 sisters. And then it dawned on me, and it's crazy, because it dawned on me, and it really dawned on me that, and I have a theory. This is the theory. I have a theory that the 5 sisters are actually their ancestors, if you think about it. Sumomo has pink hair. Mai has pink hair. Suguri has green hair. Sayuri has green hair. Anzu, the little kid, she has blonde hair. Nanase, Nozomi. Nozomi has yellow hair. Natsumi has purple hair. Nanase has purple hair. And then that girl with the mask, Akibe, she has blue hair. And Rina has blue hair. So it's kind of like, that's my theory. I got a feeling that these 5 sisters in the Shigoku era are actually the ancestors to the main cast of Turkey. That's my theory. That is my theory on this one here. But I think it is. That's my theory. But again, the sisters came back. Well, Natsumi came back to everyone. She's not gonna get married at all. So basically, she just left and let Sumomo replace her to it. Now, Nanase found that revolting, and that was a definition that Natsumi didn't know. So she wrote it down, revolting. I don't know what that means, but yeah. So Nanase's backstory. This episode, guys, look. That's my first theory, and then we're gonna get to the second theory later. But here's this one. So Nanase, like I said, every episode Turkey, we're bound to get a backstory that makes us feel sad about the cast. So Nanase's backstory, kind of sad. It is sad. Every episode gets sad. Hers is sad. So her father. And she was the reason she played bowling because her father played bowling too. Because you can see Nanase had like an opening book of where he worked at and where he worked, and he had a photo of him and little Nanase at the time was bowling. So it was about 3 years ago in Nanase's backstory that she and her father was, close at the time. And her father left him. Her father left her because he's out traveling and he wants to fulfill his dream. So he left her. He left him. He left Nanase. And that's when it kind of like, she got mad. Nanase's mad at her father for abandoning her. And basically, father chose dreams to fulfill the dreams over that. And all he wanted to do was just like help out other people. All he wanted to do is help out other people, that kind of thing. But left Nanase hanging, like fulfilled my dreams, that kind of thing. That was the whole thing, fulfilling the dreams. Now, Natsumi, remember, she got the pen. And how did it all turn out? When did it happen? And Natsumi explained to Nanase that, 4 days ago, it was 4 days ago, we were on the mountain. That's when it started, the lightning and all that started on top of that mountain. And then when the lightning was gone, he was gone. But the pen was there. And it got emotional with Nanase, understanding why her father did what he did. I mean, that's all explanatory to a point where she understands why her father did it. He wants her to fulfill her dreams, because it's not that he didn't like it. Okay, let's call it like it is. It's not like her father abandoned her, like, hey, I don't want you in my life. No, that's not where it's going. He left Nanase to have a dream that he wanted to finish, to have like a huge thing that he never got a chance to do, a huge task, one that made him, like keep the dream going, like he never could accomplish it. It's like a bucket list. You have this huge bucket list, but you can't accomplish it. And you want to get that out the way. You want to achieve your dreams. And that's why Nanase's father left. But now, here's the theory that I'm going to bring up. The first theory I brought up was the 5 sisters that they mentioned are their ancestors to Turkey. Okay. Nanase brought up the glasses earlier. You gotta stay with me. Natsumi brought up Nanase's glasses right off the bat. And Nanase's father wear glasses too. You know what that means? That means the traveler who was at the Sengoku era at the time was actually Nanase's father. That's a theory right there. You see where I'm getting at? That's the theory. So now I'm thinking to myself, what if it was Nanase's father? Because he wore glasses, and he was in the world. He was in the Sengoku era and went back. So that means, that's the theory right there. So Nanase use her photo from her father and her friend. They build like a little cart full of hot springs, have a little hot springs going on. I mean, they don't have drills at the time. They don't have like drills, so they had to use ways to make the hot spring good. But I'm glad to see Nanase and Natsumi together. But again, those two are ancestors because they both have the purple hair. So it's kind of like that makes absolutely sense. But overall, though, this was a very emotional episode. It was, I won't say like cry to a point like you want to cry, but you can see the tears of Nanase being open, being herself, showing the development as she is, and more ways than one. And every episode of Turkey gets better and better with every girl getting showing emotion, putting everything they can, showing development or whatnot. They getting a lot of better. Also, like I said, the theory is going to happen. I mean, we're on episode 7, which means we got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're getting close, guys. Close to the conclusion. And they're going to get home. They're going to be home. But still, having those theories I said, it could actually work. And I didn't think about it till now if I did. So thank you for watching my review of Turkey, episode 7. This was a very emotional episode for Nanase. She developed even more, and so on and so forth, as everyone else does. So thank you for watching my review of the show. I look forward for next week's episode of it, and I'm sure you will.